And now it's time for another episode of Agriculture in East Texas. Agriculture in East Texas is brought to you by Shelby Savings Bank. This time we visited with the owner of a community farm, Brian Pruitt, and his farm, the Appleby Community Farm, is located outside of Nacogdoches, Texas.
Well, we started looking into the prospect of some kind of business. We wanted a bed and breakfast, and we wanted in the plan, we wanted to have organic vegetables in there, so we started looking into the food. And when we started seeing how really messed up our food system was, we decided to go organic. And my wife and I are followers of Jesus Christ, so we prayed on it to come up with a direction whether we should do this or not. And the answer was yes. So that's how we pretty much got started.
Mr. Pruitt gave me a tour of his farm, showing me some of his hand-grown produce.
Okay. We got eggplants right here. These are Japanese style called an Ichabod, and they grow in like a banana shape. That's what you see right there. And these plants will get much bigger than this. Some of these will grow pretty good size. And they're I didn't like eggplant till I had it fresh. It's really kind of a wonderful treat.
All right, so tell us more about this pepper plant.
This pepper plant is called a Trinidad perfume pepper. It makes something that looks like a little bitty habanero. Here's one down here. And the only difference is when this gets ripe, it will be orange, a bright orange color. And they do not have any heat. They have, well, a small amount of heat. They're not like a habanero. It scares people because it looks like a habanero when they're fully developed.
So we're here at your okra, and okra actually has a flower.
Yes, it does. It's a beautiful one. And then from that flower, once it's pollinated, you'll get an okra. And this is just one variety right here, and that's the shape of it. And there are actually really lots of different varieties of okra.
Now, did you have anyone in your family that was a farmer?
My granddad farmed when I was a child. I got to witness what he did, and he let me work on the tractor and play, and I enjoyed many of the things he grew. So yes, there's been some farming.
In addition to produce, the farm also grows a variety of different flowers.
Yes, it's kind of a value-added thing that we do for our customers, and it's also we take flowers to the farmers market on Saturdays, and it's also they're just beautiful to look at. It's fun to grow them.
So, for pest control methods, do you use all natural sources such as ladybugs or praying mantises?
Those things are kind of natural in our environment, so there are lots of ladybugs, and we've not really introduced them to them. They're just there. We have bugs out there that are beneficial. More. I wish we had more, but we do have some.
And do you use any kind of spray or anything to keep the bugs off the plants?
We only use Dr. Bonner's Castile soap, pure Castile soap for soap sprays, and that's usually for the chewing bugs, the worms, and those kinds of things. The other compound we use is a neem oil, and this has compounds in it that are a neurotoxin for bugs. When they chew it, they forget to eat and forget to reproduce. The other thing is spinosad, and that is a bacterium that also does the same kind of thing.
And moving along, tell us about some of the crops you grow. I'm sure you grow a variety of different plants.
Okay, being that we're seasoned, we try to grow all year round. So, as our seasons go, we change what we have in the ground from season to season. And for example, summer we're going through the summer right now, going into fall, so we still have summer things in the ground, and that will be okra and eggplants and peppers and cucumbers and basil and things of that sort that grow in the summer. We're going into fall, so we're changing up our plan to put more cool weather crops in there. This will be your lettuces and all your green leafy plants such as mustard greens, collard greens, kale, Swiss chard, those kinds of things. broccolis and cauliflowers. We're planting those, and root crops like carrots, beets, and turnips, and that sort of thing.
Now tell us more about your business model and explain to us how it works. Is it similar to a membership?
This is based off of the concept that was we read about when we were studying to become farmers, and it was called CSA, which means Community Supported Agriculture, which the community is the one who supports the family, and it's a members-based farm. So we have members that pay us a fee every month, and each week they come to the farm and pick up their share of that crop that we had that's ready to be harvested.
All right, and we're here next to some of your compost heaps. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, well, as you can see, this looks like soil right here, and this pile is over a year old, and you have to compost this stuff to if you're going to use manures, to make sure that any pathogens or anything like that are destroyed because of the heat that's caused in the process of composting.
So this is how the compost starts out.
Yeah, so when we get loads of compost from the SFA kitchens, that helps to give us some substance to our composting, and we throw our dead plants in here and anything that will compost into what you saw earlier as soil. And in about a year, this will look like soil. You won't recognize any of this stuff in the mixture.
And lastly, what has agriculture or farming meant for you personally and your family as well?
That's such a broad question, and it's a wonderful one too. And there's a lot of hard work. It's daily. I don't get many days off, which is okay. But it's meant having relationships that have developed over the years who are committed to eating well. Well meaning things that don't have things in them that will harm them. That's found in big ag. And the other part is the biggest part is the relationships that we've developed from the community who can say we have a farmer. I have my own farmer. That's kind of neat to say. And it's for families, and the family gets to actually come and see the farm and witness what they're eating. They can see a broccoli plant, they can see a cauliflower, they can see cabbages and what they're eating, and get involved with it and see it and touch it. And it's a blessing to see that joy in those families who really love to know where the food comes from and what's in it.
Agriculture in East Texas is brought to you by Shelby Savings Bank.
cbc-radio.com, keeping you connected wherever you go.